My name is Moses Dixon. I am currently an adjunct professor at Becker College, where I teach state and local government. I also work for a nonprofit here in the city of Worcester by the name of Centro, and I'm the public relations and the community affairs officer for this organization. A state rep is someone that represents, those 40,000 citizens at the State House in Boston. The 17th Worcester District includes Main South, Webster Square, the town of Leicester, Mill Street, and also parts of Park Ave. We've seen across the Commonwealth over the last few years the rise of the opioid crisis. There's a lot of folks all throughout the Commonwealth and really the 17th Worcester District that is really struggling with this. Just to give you some context of where we are in 2016, in 2015 we lost 1,300 citizens to the opioid crisis. Just 9 months into this year, in 2016, we have lost upwards to 1,400. So we're well on the way to the increasing amount of the toll of the opioid crisis. So I think what the legislature has done to address the issue is important, but I think we've got to focus on prevention. We've got to get programs in the school where you can teach young folks about drug prevention, but you also need long-term treatment for those who are currently struggling with it. So I was born and raised in a small town by the name of Hartsville, South Carolina. I'm the son of a janitor and a housekeeper, and my father was a pastor in the church back home. And I have 4 sisters and 3 brothers, so I grew up in a very large family. I'm the first in my family to graduate from high school and go to college. Went to Howard University in D.C., where I majored in political science and concentrated in economic and community development, and made my way up to the great city of Worcester several years ago to go to grad school and earn my master's in community development and planning. I went to Howard University in D.C., and I spent a few years working for Senator Harry Reid in the United States Senate and really learning how federal government worked firsthand. And so that was gratifying to have. I was an intern when I was an undergrad for the House Budget Committee for the House of Representatives and really learning the budget process. At the state level, I worked for Representative Mary Keefe at the State House in Boston for 2 years as her legislative aide and really learned how state government worked there. Right after the Boston Marathon bombing, the body of the suspect that was killed was brought to the city of Worcester in Representative Mary Keefe's district. Ultimately, the body was sent to Virginia to be buried, but there was a sense of emotion and anger at what happened with the Boston Marathon. But working with the mayor's office, working with the police department, and working with other local stakeholders, I played a role in that to make sure that we were bringing ease to the citizens. I constantly tell my students that it doesn't matter what field you go into, whether it's communication or criminal justice or, digital gaming system, that local government is really important. It affects you in every single way, whether it's having your streets clean when it's snowing, making sure that there's procedures put in place. If you have concerns in your neighborhood, you can call your local city councilor, call the mayor's office. It's about understanding that you're affected by it daily. I was out door knocking in the Webster Square area, and I knocked on this door, and someone yelled from the window, "Who is it?" And it was an older woman. She was blind. She couldn't see. And so I stood there for 20 minutes talking to her about who I was and what the policies, proposals that I was going to introduce. And the sheer fact that she couldn't see me, but she believed in the issues that I brought to her and the fact that I was knocking on her door, made her compel to vote for me, not even knowing what color I was, but just based on the facts and the issues, and really understanding that, it's a mixture of faith and community service that really drives me to get in the political arena and to really give voice to people who feel left out. You can visit me at mosesdixon.com. There's contact information there. You can sign up to volunteer. If you want to get answers to a question, you can email us and we will certainly respond.